Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here to finish up my December daily for 2015. So I left off on day 13, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that up really quick. That was the first day that it snowed here in New Mexico, so I have a picture of our front yard there, and I put a little snowman sticker and a little word tile from Authentique that says snow. And for day 14, I'm putting 13 and 14 on the same layout there. And for day 14, I'm going to be just doing a little bit of journaling about my girlfriends who I have breakfast with once a week, and I had documented that before as well, but we had one last breakfast before I headed to Florida for the holidays, and I was going to be gone for a couple weeks. So I just talked about that. Day 15, my girls had a dance performance at their dance studio. It was just a little holiday thing. So I took pictures of them. Layla is on top there, ready to go in, and then Kaylin had two different performances, so she is on the bottom in both of her outfits. And I'm just going to put a little label here from Teresa Collins, and I'm going to write dance holiday program on there. And that will be that. And then I will move on to day 16. And for day 16, I don't have any pictures, but this is the day that I was kind of just running around like a crazy person because it was the day before we left for Florida. So I had to do a lot. You know, I was doing laundry, making sure the house was clean. I had to drop the dogs off because they were boarded while we were gone, and I was just kind of running all those little last minute errands before you go out of town for a little while. So that is what I'm doing. And I have this little scrap piece of paper for my mind's eye, and it has a little angel on it, and it says all is calm. And my journaling is kind of, I'm trying to stay calm, but I wasn't very calm for a lot of the day. So I just thought that was a little ironic, so I put that on there. And then the other two little slots here, I'm just going to embellish them. So I have this little squirrel in this Pink Fresh Studio package, and I thought he was cute, and squirrels are fast and they kind of run around a lot, so I just thought that was a little bit fitting for me kind of running around like crazy. And then I will also add another sticker on there. I'm just not sure which one yet. I am cutting down a piece of paper here to put him on. And all the papers that I'm cutting down to use in here are from my Mind's Eye, and it's from a very old 6x6 pattern paper pack for a Christmas line, so I'm getting those used up. So I use that sticker there that says, oh dear. And then up at the top here, I believe I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Give me a second. Oh yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm cutting down another little piece of paper here, and I'm going to use this flare badge that has mittens on it. And I have a little word strip in here that says cold hands and warm heart. And my heart was definitely warm because I was getting ready to go see my family and I missed them, so I was very happy. But it was cold in New Mexico. You know, it had snowed, so there was still snow on the ground. So I thought that was fitting. Okay, day 17 is the day that we left to go to Florida. So we flew out of Lubbock and had a layover in Houston. So I have our plane ticket from Houston. So I just grabbed one with my name on it, and I'm cutting down a piece of paper to 4x4. I will put part of this ticket on there as well. And then I will use my doily to put the number 17 on there, and then I'm going to embellish a little bit on top here as well. We had to leave very early in the morning because, you know, we flew out of Lubbock, but we live an hour and a half away from Lubbock. So we're an hour and a half from Lubbock and an hour and a half from Amarillo, and those are the two closest airports to us. So either way, we had to drive an hour and a half to get to the airport, and there's a time change. So it's like we had to get up at 2:30 in the morning to leave by 3:30 to drive an hour and a half to make our flight because we had an 8 a.m. flight. It was crazy. I can't even believe we did that, but we didn't really have a choice. So that's kind of one of the dangers of living in a small town. We had considered staying in Lubbock for the night, but we just didn't want to pay for a hotel room. And it wouldn't have made too much of a difference, you know, as far as what time we had to leave. So we sucked it up and did it. We all slept good that night. Okay, so I have a wood veneer in the shape of the state of Florida with an airplane, and then I have a gold flamingo there as well. And those are just stuff that I have saved that I knew I wanted to use. And then I have an Amy Tangerine sticker there that says "Meet me in the sunshine." So I got that done. And moving on to day 18 now. So 18, we are in Florida. I have this picture of us in Destin, which is right close to where my parents live. My parents live in Niceville, so that's where we were. And in Destin, they have a really large touristy restaurant called Fuddpuckers. And my brother-in-law is actually the manager of the gift shop there. So we took that day and we hadn't seen him yet. So we went out there while he was working and saw him. And they have a section in the restaurant that you can actually take a picture with a live alligator. And so he took us down there and we got to take a picture. So we have a family picture there holding an alligator. So that was fun. And then I used wood veneer, geotag, and FL for Florida. And also on the 18th, we have lunch at one of my favorite places, which is called Joey's Italian Grill. And one of my best friends owns that restaurant. So we went and had lunch and got to see him. So I took a picture of my food. And then the beer bottle there is a Yingling. And Josh and I were very happy to get some because we cannot buy that in New Mexico. They don't sell it here. So it's really tough to, find that. And actually the past 4 places we've lived, California, Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico, we cannot buy Yingling, so we haven't been able to get that anywhere. So we always get some when we're back in Florida because you can buy it anywhere there. So we're hoping they're going to start selling it nationwide soon, but I don't know. We'll see. It's one of my favorite beers, though. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of journaling about how happy we are to be in Florida. I used some washi tape and a sticker that says "Home for the Holidays." And day 19, we did a lot of seeing of friends. So we drove over to Pensacola for a day, which is about an hour drive for us, and saw 2 of my sorority sisters and had brunch with them at Seville Quarter, which was weird because that was a club we used to go to in college, and now it's still a club, but they do brunches, and it's kind of a restaurant during the day, so that was kind of strange to be eating where I had danced on the dance floor, so that was strange. It was very good though. I had shrimp and grits, which is that second picture there as well. So I cut down a little brochure I had saved, and it says Seville Quarter, and we kind of walked around downtown a little bit, so we found this really huge bear and took a picture in front of it of us and our family. So I need to do another 4x4 insert here, and I could not find my page protectors. I thought I had a couple extras, but I think I used them all. And I don't have an extra big 4x4 one, but I need another one because I have more stuff to put in. So I'm going to go steal one just from another 4x4 album that I have that's not being used. So that's what I'm doing here. And I am going to put another 4x4 picture behind there of some more friends, and then I'll do some journaling about that whole day, just, going over to Pensacola and seeing a bunch of people. We really spent one day and just saw everybody. So it was fun. It was nice to be reunited with some people. And that can be a very good thing about the military. You make really, really good friends that are just like family. And it really hurts when you have to move or, someone has to move. And, but we always stay connected, and it just so happened that we were going to be visiting where people are living now. So it was just amazing. We got to see quite a few people that we had been stationed with before. All right, so I have this next picture, and that is a picture of Kaylin and Allie. If you've been on my channel for a while, Allie is Kaylin's best friend when we lived in Tucson, and they live in Nebraska now. However, they are from the same hometown that I am from, and when we decided we were going to go home for Christmas, I was texting Allie's mom, Rhonda, and I was like, are you guys going to be planning to go to Fort Walton for Christmas? Because if you are, let us know, because we will be there. And she had said they were talking about it, but they hadn't made a decision, and once they found out we were going, they were like, okay, we're going to go now. So they ended up going as well, and we got to meet up with them, and we did not tell the girls. So when they saw each other, they were just like, what's happening? And I mean, Kaylin saw Allie and she took off running. She, because I pointed her out. She didn't notice her at first, and I pointed her out, and she took off running. And Allie saw her and her face lit up and they just ran and hugged each other, and it was so sweet. And I really wish I had gotten a picture of that, but there was a lot of people there. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, they were just so excited. And I mean, they did not take their hands off each other the entire time we were there. So that was the only night we were able to get together with their family, but it was very special. And Kaylin was very happy to see her friend again. Okay, so now I'm doing some journaling. I cut down a 4x4 piece of paper there, used another flamingo that I had saved, and put it behind a circle label just to add a little more detail. I drew some lines, and I'm just journaling about all the people we got to see on our trip here. So, we saw 2 people when we drove over to Pensacola, and then we drove back to Niceville and saw Allie and her family. Did that all in one day. It was a long day. It was fun, though. So I'm just getting all of this journaled here. And then I'm going to add some washi tape along the bottom. I believe this is washi tape from Amy Tangerine. I don't know what line, but I'm pretty positive that's hers. And I'm going to add a couple of stars as well from Pink Fresh Studio. And that's going to take care of that. And now I'm going to move on to day 21. And what do I do for day 21? 21 is Star Wars. Yes, yes, yes. All right, 21st, we went and saw Star Wars. So I love Star Wars. Oh, I love Star Wars so much. I don't watch the movies like over and over. It's been a really long time since I've seen the movies, to be honest with you. But this made me want to watch them all again. And my nephew is obsessed with Star Wars. I mean, completely. He knows them back, front, and sideways. So when a new one was coming out, he was just like literally just twitching to go. So we had to go in shifts because we have a lot of people and we couldn't take everyone. The 2 young kids we didn't take Layla or my nephew Matthew because they were too young. So I went with my mom and my sister, my niece Emily, and then Kaylin went with us as well. Kaylin has never seen Star Wars. But she said she wanted to go. I gave her the option. I said, if you want to go, you can. If you don't want to go, you're not interested, whatever, you don't have to go. She said, no, I want to go. So we took her, and she didn't like it. She didn't hate it, I guess. She likes parts of it, but when it kind of got intense, she was just kind of, her head was in my lap. So I think it might have been a little too much for her. But she enjoyed going to the movie part, but she was fine. She wasn't loud or anything or bothering anybody, but her head was in my lap a lot of the time. So that Star Trooper thing there that says Star Wars, that was a clothing tag from a shirt that I got for my nephew for Christmas. I got him a Star Wars shirt, and when he wanted to put it on, he asked me to cut the tags off, so I did, and then I put the tag in my purse because I knew I wanted to keep it because it was really cool, and that fits right there so perfectly. The movie ticket stub is perfect to fit in the 2x2 square, so I just stuck it in there. I didn't even have to cut it down. And I'm going to do a little bit of journaling about the movie again. And I have the stickers here that I actually got these at Walmart, and they're little epoxy stickers that are Star Wars, and they're so cute. So I got those because I knew I was going to be journaling about Star Wars eventually since it was coming out soon, so I grabbed them at Walmart. So I used a Stormtrooper to kind of go along with the other one, and Stormtroopers were pretty prevalent in this episode of the movie. So I just wrote about that. And then the 22nd there, I have a picture of a stack of books. Those were some books that I got at a used bookstore down the street from my parents' house. So I took a picture of a stack of books I got. 23rd, I'm not doing any journaling. We went out for breakfast and then just stayed home the rest of the day, and we were just lazy. So my breakfast is on top there, and then I have a picture of my mom's dog and her cat as well, because we literally just laid around all day, kind of like they were. Day 24, I have a picture of all of the kids, my nieces and nephews and my daughters, all with Santa. So we got a picture there. And then we're starting in on Christmas here. So I'm doing a big open page for Christmas Day, so I'm cutting down a 4x4. I have this frame here that I believe is from Jen Hatfield, and I saved it for this because I thought it'd be cool little addition. So I'm going to put this along the edges, and then I have these antlers that are also from Jen Hatfield, I believe. So I'm going to put these down here, trim them down a little bit, And then I have these number 25, which are not the same as the numbers I have been using, but I will use that last 25 from the thicker sheet that I've been using. I'm going to put 25 a couple times throughout the pictures of Christmas. But these are a little bit bigger, so I wanted them to be a little more prevalent. So I have that there. I am going to go back and add one more thing on here, but I'll do that in a few minutes. I have a couple of pictures here. I'll talk a little bit more about them. I'm going to go ahead and just stick them in the spots I want them to go real quick, and then I have to actually leave to go pick up Layla from school, so I'm going to come back afterwards and finish it up here, but I wanted to go ahead and get a couple things, just kind of put stuff where I want them to go first before I had to leave. So I'm just kind of sticking them where I want them to go. And then I have to walk away, and then I'm going to be right back here. And so the top picture there are the girls and my mom making a gingerbread house. My mom had this really cool gingerbread house kit, and they decided to make it one day, so I just snapped a picture of them doing it. And I am going to use my 25 here. This is the last one on the sheet, and I put a snowflake down and just put the 25 up above that. I'm not gonna put that next to the 25 here. I'm gonna put it on the next page, but I just wanted to kind of have it done so that I knew I wanted to do that. And here's where I'm gonna add one more thing. The antlers were kind of all over the place, so I'm gonna use my quick dry adhesive and stick them down a little bit better because they were kind of starting to move around in the page protector. So I'm just helping those along the edge there. And then I am going to add in the center. I wanted something in the center there. It was kind of weird just seeing the antlers coming out. So I put this last flare badge from this package here, which I used up, and it's just a gold snowflake. So I put that there, one package used. I didn't have anything else to put on here, but I wanted to include this little stamp packaging here. These are the Charlie Brown stamps, and that's what we use for our Christmas cards this year. So I'm just going to stick that in there, and it says Christmas on it. So the picture down there on the bottom are is a picture of my feet because I wore flip-flops on Christmas morning because we were in Florida. So I just thought it was kind of funny that I was wearing flip-flops on Christmas morning. It's been a while since I could do that. So I took a picture of my feet. And for this last little square here, I'm going to do a confetti page or a little pocket. So I'm adding a couple of really gold or big star buttons, and I think I got those at Joann, like actually in the sewing button section, and they're just gold stars. And I'm going to use some of the Studio Calico paper confetti here, and I just pulled out a few colors of stars. So I'm going to put all of those in there. Just kind of fill the pocket a little bit. And then I will go over to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew the pocket shut so that the confetti does not come out at all. And I really like how you can kind of see through it, but then you have that little extra detail of a little cluster of stars in there. And that's it. So it's all sewed shut. And then on the back side here, I have my 25, and I have a picture of a necklace that my mom and my sister gave me for Christmas. It belonged to my grandmother. They got it when my grandfather just passed this past November. They kind of had to go to his house and kind of go through some stuff, and they found that necklace in my grandmother's jewelry box, and they gave it to me for Christmas, and I cried. And it was very, very special, so I took a picture of it. And then I also just had a couple of pictures, a really good picture of Josh and Kaylin together that he took on his phone, and I loved it. And then the other pictures there are the girls on Christmas morning opening their Santa gifts. And you'll see more of those in my album share that I'm going to do as well. So this is the last day here. I have a picture up top of Kaylin helping my mom make chicken and dumplings. And that's the only other picture I have of that day. But I loved it, and Kaylin was so excited to help my mom cook, so she helped her a couple times in the kitchen while we were there. So I'm just embellishing this a little bit here. I'm going to write helping Mimo make chicken and dumplings. Mimo is what they call my mom, and I'm going to do that and then put a little clear arrow along the bottom there as well. And then on the bottom of the layout, I have a sticker that says Merry Christmas, a little house with some stars, and those are both stickers from the Pinkfresh Studio package that I have there. And I thought about stapling that down, but it would have gone through the other side, so I was like, no, so I'm just going to use my ATG. You can't really see it anyway, so it worked out great. And so now I'm done. So I'm going to do my very last page. I'm going to use this last piece of paper here from this pack, and I am going to put this along the back. This were the labels that were on the girls' Christmas Santa gifts, so we just kept one of those. I thought they were cute, so I'm going to do that, and then use some washi tape along the top and bottom here, and that'll be it for that. That'll be the very last thing you see. And then on the other side, I'm just going to do a little decoration thing. I don't really feel like I need to do any journaling about anything, because I feel like I did enough through the album to get across how we were feeling. So I'm going to kind of mimic the opening page by using a blue doily. And then I'm just going to use a few other things here. I am going to use this little frame from Pinkfresh Studio. I'm also going to use a little penguin holding balloons, which I thought was really cute. So I'm going to use this guy right here, and then a thing that says joy, I believe. And I'm going to use a Christmas word tile that says Christmas, so it'll say Christmas joy on it. And put a couple of those enamel dots and use up that package of enamel dots there. And then I will also do the spine, which I believe I show on camera as well. So that is going to be it for my December daily, you guys. And Layla's making a little appearance here. So I don't have any close-ups of my album yet, because I am going to do a full album flip through where I will show you each page up close, and I will explain it as I go as well, so you can kind of see them up close. And I'm going to go ahead and do the spine here as well while I'm talking. But I'm really, really happy with this album. It's small, which was scaring me at first, but I end up just really, really liking it. And it ended up being perfect because I got it done in one day. I did it in 2 sittings, and it was perfect. You know, we were traveling. We were really, really busy with family and stuff, so I didn't have time to work on it in the actual month. So the small size was perfect for that. Next year, we will be home for the holidays, and we're not traveling anywhere. So next year, I'll probably do a bigger album where I can work on it throughout the month. But for this year, this just ended up being absolutely perfect for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm finishing up my my spine here that you can see, and I will be back tomorrow with a full album walkthrough. So I will show you every page up close and flip through it and talk about it a little bit more as well. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm really, really happy that I got this done very quickly. Thank you guys for all your support and for being so sweet and nice and understanding that, you know, we were traveling and very busy, and it took me a while to get back to my desk, but I am back now, and I'm back with a vengeance. So I'm very excited to get some more stuff done for you here. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. I will be back again very soon, I promise, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.